What is up, everybody on YouTube? Ginger Gamer here, and wow, this doesn't look good. You'll see what I mean later in the video. But yeah, welcome to today's video. It's a bit of a different video from usual. It's still Dead by Daylight related because that's currently my main series on the channel. But I'm just here today to talk about the patch notes that they have recently released for the new Dead by Daylight PTB. Now, the PTB, unfortunately, I don't have access to because I do not play Dead by Daylight on PC. So, I'm restricted at the moment to playing it on console, primarily Xbox. So, I can't access the PTB to actually play these changes. But from what I've seen, what the community has seen, and the way it's looking, is that it's not looking good at the moment. So we're gonna go through. So at the moment, in the PTB they have added a new mechanic that off to a good start with this one. Is the end game collapse. Once the exit gates are open, the end game collapse will start, creating a 3-minute timer. Now, it technically is just a glorified 3-minute timer. If the survivors do not escape within 3 minutes, they will be instantly sacrificed. No kit was just sacrificed outright. Now, that's good. It means killers can't be trolled or affected or changed in any way whatsoever. But it does have its downsides in the update. They finally added hatch closing, so the killer actually has a chance in hatch standoffs. But the minute that happens, it powers the exit gates. But here's the important bit, which I'll come back to. It's my biggest gripe with this update. It does not power the generators. You'll see what I mean about this one a bit later when we come to it. But yeah, so overall, endgame collapse is alright, and also the killer can open the exit gates, triggering the endgame collapse if he just wants to end the game that bit faster. So, it is a glorified 3-minute timer, but in the long run, I still think that it was a good addition to the PTB. So, yeah, I think that's going to be alright. Right, next bit here is we've got the just some point scoring to do with the end game collapse. Right, so they're changing a little bit on gameplay wise, which doesn't really matter to me at the moment. There's some changes to some survivor perks, such as Calm Spirit. Calm Spirit now hides all screens, and they're associated with loud noises and interactions. This worries me, guys, because, well, this could really affect the Doctor. Like, Calm Spirit could really affect the Doctor. They've also changed Left Behind, because I don't even know why, and We're Gonna Live Forever now only affects safe hook rescues, which I think makes more sense, because in terms of the fact that We'll Live Forever, it's better giving a blood point bonus to the survivors who don't just go and hook someone for the sake of getting the bonus, but actually do save their teammates. Plague is just getting some bonus blood points added to doing stuff with her vomit. And here we come to my biggest gripe with the new patch. Now, when I saw the endgame time, and I put 2 and 2 together. Now, I play a lot of Pig, obviously, because when I did my DBD series, it's the killer I started with. I saw the timer and thought, great, it means it makes the bear trap even more viable for endgame play. Well, not anymore. The reverse bear trap's only going to become active whenever a generator is completed. The reverse bear trap will no longer trigger when attempting to leave via the exit gate. No, initiating the endgame collapse will not complete generators but will block them. This means an inactive reverse bear trap will stay inactive. It basically makes the reverse bear traps pointless for endgame now, which in a way has completely nerfed the Pig. Now, I know the biggest change of this update is Legion, but we will get to that in a minute. But Pig is one of my most played killers, and this really annoys me because Pig is generally, in terms of killer tiers, she is the very middle of the road killer. She's the middle ground. And with this drop, with this nerf, it kind of ruins her endgame viability, kind of killing any chance of her going up on that tier list at all. Now, this really, really annoys me because, you know, Pig's been a very balanced killer, and now they're just nerfing her because they've changed a game mechanic, and it makes no sense. But anyway, so Wraith's got a few buffs. I don't know what to call them. They're very, very minimal. I mean, you know, some kind of they're restoring a bone rattling noise at the beginning of the Wraith's uncloaking animation, which means it's just going to be a bit easier to hear. And when cancelling the Wraith's cloaking interaction, players will now be able to attack or interact immediately. So, like, it stops survivors from slightly getting away when the Wraith's trying to put away the bell. Here we come to the biggest change of the update, and this one's a doozy, guys. We have the Legion changes. Now, what they've done they've killed Legion. They've actually killed Legion. Like, the bleed out time has been removed from the frenzy hit, so you could take away 10 seconds if you hit someone again. Feral Frenzy can only be used when fully charged. That I get, because people when playing Legion were just spamming Feral Frenzy to get those hits in. Feral Frenzy movement speed is lowered. I don't really have much of a problem with that. He's still pretty fast. Frenzy gauge, amount lost when landing attack outside Frenzy. So basically, once you land an attack, you gain 50% instead of refilling the whole thing. And recharge time of Feral Frenzy has been increased. That I do not have a problem with. Legion Terror Radius has been reduced. That seems to work pretty well in terms of the fact that he's got to get in there now and make those hits and commit to it, but I still think it ruins his viability for hitting multiple survivors. Increased duration of Feral Frenzy. With the extra recharge time, I think that's fair to give him extra time to do it. Increased fatigue time when Feral Frenzy ends. For an extra second, I think it balances for survivors. Now, missed attacks, ruining Feral Frenzy, I don't like. I think it kills it because, yes, making multiple swipes made it easier to get lane hits, but then I'd say with each hit you decrease Feral Frenzy by a certain percentage instead of just getting rid of it all. Pallet Vault duration, not really big change. Legion cannot see pools of blood and frenzy. Now this ruins what made Legion viable. Legion was a brilliant tracking killer. You could land a hit and you could chase survivors, but that's gone now. Legion's just a bad Wraith. That's all he is. And he now moves at a default killer speed and window vaults, but that's it. And changed to add-ons, but I'm not really going to go into that. So personally, I don't really like the state Dead by Daylight's going into, and it worries me, guys. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to keep playing it. I'm just hoping the developers know what they're doing and they see the interactions of the community based around these updates. And I just hope to God that the developers, they know what they're doing, because it feels like killers just aren't getting anything anymore. Personally, I play a lot of killer, which means updates like this, they worry me, because killers just don't seem to be getting any good updates anytime soon. But anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.